not, dude. Holy shit. I don't see anything.
Welcome to the murder!
Holy shit. What the fuck? Holy shit.
What's wrong?
I just got attacked by a murder of crows.
Oh, honey, go back to bed, okay? It's just a dream.
Okay.
What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. I have survived the murder. Crows didn't get me. So let's go ahead and take a look at Boondox's The Murder, which came out this past Friday. I actually got mine on Wednesday, so I've had a good solid week now to listen to it quite a bit, and I'm loving what I'm hearing. But we'll get into that. There's the front, sweet ass fucking cover. Now that is a fucking album cover right there. The one thing I will say about Abaddon, because I love Abaddon a lot, but the album cover, it was kind of a miss for me. But this, that's fucking sweet right there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back, which has the track list, which is as follows. Welcome, Peck Your Eyes Out, Throw Away, Bloodletting, Feed the Machine, Free Soul, Purge, Cannibalistic Prodigal Misfit, Born in Fire, I'm a Mess, Outlined in Chalk, Sitting on the Porch, They Don't Understand, and Terminus. Now, this album right here, okay, I did a video back in December of what I expected to see out of Boondox from M&E's Boondox, I should say. You know, the things I'd like to see a little bit different than what he's done on Psychopathic Records. Did this album do that? I would say yes. It seemed like there was a lot less of kind of a country feel to it. It was still there, which I'm not saying I hate the country feel. That's not what I'm saying at all. But one thing that I think Boondox is really fucking good at is spitting some wicked shit. He can get dark. He can get wicked. He did that with Bloody Regrets off of Abaddon. And in a lot of ways, he did that on a few tracks here. So as far as that aspect goes, I'm definitely satisfied with what came out in The Murder. So let's go ahead and take a look at what are my favorite tracks. Okay, so Peck Your Eyes Out, Bloodletting, and Born in Fire. Those were singles that were released before it came out. Now, Peck Your Eyes Out, I liked when it came out. Bloodletting, they kind of released it at a bad time. That was when the whole shit with ICP and Twisted and the Juggalo March was going on. So I was a little sour about it. I didn't really listen to it a whole lot. I listened to it one time, and I just wasn't getting into it because of that whole fucking situation. And when Born in Fire came out, I just did not like it at all. Having listened to those songs in this actual album, Peck Your Eyes Out is the fucking shit. Bloodletting is the fucking shit. Still not a big fan of Born in Fire. So my actual favorite tracks, now that I've kind of rambled on for a little longer, my favorite tracks are Peck Your Eyes Out, Throw Away, Bloodletting, Free Soul, Cannibalistic Prodigal Misfit, I'm a Mess, Sitting on the Porch, and They Don't Understand. Now, I said this to Shanzi in the Carnival Spirits Hangout this past Saturday, and I even said it in our little group chat that we have on Facebook, that the ones I'm kind of skipping right now are Feed the Machine, Purge, Born in Fire, Outline in Chalk, and Terminus. I do want to kind of elaborate on that. The thing about Feed the Machine that I'm not liking is the chorus. I'm not really liking the whole Feed the Machine screaming in the chorus. That's kind of killing it for me. The Purge is kind of the same way. The chorus is what kills me. The same way with Born in Fire. The chorus just kills it for me. And I'm assuming it was Bubba Sparks. The last verse, I thought it was the Struggle guy, but I guess it's Bubba Sparks. His fucking verse is just doo-doo, in my opinion. I did not care for that last verse. Born in Fire, to me, had potential to be a greater song. If they lost that last verse, I would probably bump it more. But I'm just not a huge fan of the chorus either. And that's kind of how I am with Outline and Chalk. Outline and Chalk's actually not a bad track, but I don't know. I just feel the urge to skip it when I start listening to it. And the thing about Terminus is I can't get into that song. It's very to me it kind of made me think of the All American Rejects and I just couldn't get into it. So one thing that I want to point out in this that you'll see when we go through the credits is there's a lot of Jamie Madrox in this, which for me is an okay thing, but I want to throw it out there, and this is probably where I'm going to have people coming at me like, fuck you. But the biggest gripe a lot of people had about Violent J was that he was always on everybody's albums. He was always mingling with everybody's albums. So you have the Casket Factory that had a lot of Jamie Madrox, and now you have The Murder, who has a lot of Jamie Madrox on it, which isn't a terribly bad thing. I'm okay when Violent J does that shit if he's bringing something good to the table, which in my opinion he does do that. And in this case, Jamie Madrox brought some great shit to the table. He brought his singing voice, man.
Sing something!
And he fucking sang in this goddamn album, and I think it worked out great. Not so much at Terminus, I didn't really care for it, but Throwaway, fucking Free Soul. Free Soul is my goddamn jam. I love that song right now. I have to listen to a lot of country music at work. I don't care for country, but I honestly could hear Free Soul being played on the radio, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a poppy sound because it's got the formula of enough of the chorus playing, and it's a fucking catchy chorus, and it's just a really good tune. It's got all the makings to be a great radio hit. I honestly think if they censored it a little bit, certain parts of the song, they could probably have that shit come out as a single, and they could probably have some good radio play from it. So let's go ahead and take a look inside the CD case. There's the CD art, fresh. There's a close-up of some crow feathers, fresh. There's the track list again, awesome. I'm loving the fact that there's just crows everywhere, man. In this album artwork, there's just crows everywhere. That's what it's about right there. Theming that shit. So here we have, these are your credits as far as where the tracks were recorded. So here we have a crow. I am one with the crow. I murder for my murder. I murder. So here we have this little bit here. It says, I speak words that echo in the darkness, only heard by the forgotten and only understood by heathens. To the ones that do not hear them, their voices are only the sounds of cawing, nothing more than an annoyance to be silenced by an object made of sticks and straw, the scarecrow. But as I stand seemingly silent in the open fields, left alone to quiet these inconvenient sounds, I hear them, I see them, and I understand them all. Fucking dope, wicked shit. There's another one. Those who have created me consider me an inanimate object, only created for their own convenience. But I am an observer. I am a listener. What's that fucking... I'm not sure what the fuck that says. Biding my time. Fucking A. Biding my time, waiting for my moment. That time is now. Our time is now. That's fucking wicked shit right there, bro. Wicked. So here's your song credits here, and like I said, you go through here, man. Jamie Madrox. You got Twisted, which is Jamie Madrox in there. Jamie Madrox. Fucking Jamie Madrox. You know? So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I just wanted to point that out because, a lot of people like to bitch and gripe about Violent J doing that shit, but it's happening on MNE, and apparently those same individuals are turning a blind eye to it. But it don't make sense to me. I don't think it's a bad thing when somebody who's been doing music for a little longer or whatever, or somebody who is passionate about it. I mean, obviously Violent J is passionate about music. Jamie Madrox is obviously passionate about music, and when they want to help somebody out and put in their fucking their opinions and put in some help and work, it's not a bad thing.
But seriously, they want to hear you sing. I don't want to sing no more.
It's a good thing. I really fucking love The Murder. For me, Crimson Creek is still my favorite. It's got emotional attachments to me. I will say, for me, though, Abaddon was better than The Murder, but The Murder was way the fuck better than South of Hell. It's a very solid release. It's a great release from Boondox. And, the next Boondox album to come out, I'm going to pick it up because he's still got me as a listener. That was the shit. Great album. I definitely suggest picking it up if you guys are a huge Boondox fan, and this whole beef. It doesn't matter about that that shit. It should matter about the music, and if you like Boondox and you want to fucking pick up the album, don't hesitate. Don't let people put you down for it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.